Good evening and welcome to King Arena here on the campus of Wheaton College. On this beautiful Saturday night, we have a great men's basketball game here. CCIW conference matchup between the hosting Wheaton Thunder and the visiting North Central Cardinals. I'm Don Crowder, joined by Dalton Van Esselston here courtside in the press box, bringing you live commentary here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. Number 10 ranked Wheaton Thunder come into this game 12-3. They just picked up a loss at home against Augustana, but they'll look to bounce back against the North Central team that has historically been rock solid, but as of late has looked a bit vulnerable, looking at 7-4 right now. Both teams have a lot of stars on their teams. Dalton, of course, Wheaton College, you can't talk about them without talking about preseason All-American Namie Dome, and then breakout star for North Central, Matt Hellwig. It's going to be a great game. Those are the two to watch. What are your thoughts on tonight's matchup?
Yeah, I think Wheaton is coming into this with a little fire behind them after the loss on Wednesday to Augustana. I think they really want to kind of lock down on the defensive end. That's where they gave up 79 points at home on Wednesday, so I'm thinking they're going to try to lock up all of North Central, especially Matthew Hellwig, who is averaging 27 on the year, and his brother is averaging 15.7 on the year. So those two, if Adome and Crookshank can lock them up, that should allow Wheaton to get an easy win here tonight.
In the reverse matchup last season in the shortened COVID schedule, it was a Wheaton victory as they beat North Central 79-73. Blaze Meredith led the Cardinals with 22 points, and surprisingly for Wheaton, it was Luke Anthony's night, 28 points, career high, 6 of 9 from behind the arc. So let's hope he is able to repeat that excellent showing. I'm sure Coach Raridan of North Central is no stranger to Luke Anthony. He's going to have a game plan ready for QB1. You see him right there in his 18th season. He's been a phenomenal coach in his tenure here at North Central.
And tonight, Eli Considine is back. He didn't play on Wednesday, so it's good to see him back in the starting lineup. Should add a lot more energy and physicality on the defensive side and some good energy and good shots on the offensive side as well.
And teams are getting ready to go, retreating back to their benches as some of the North Central players get some last-second shots up. And again, thank you so much for joining us here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network live coverage here of one of the biggest games of the season. But now we will send it down courtside for the national anthem and the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King Arena on the campus of Wheaton College for tonight's CCIW contest between the Cardinals of North Central College and your Wheaton College Thunder. At this time, we'd ask everyone to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Cardinals of North Central College. Number 2, a 6'4" sophomore from Aurora, Illinois, Ethan Hellwig. A 6'4" senior from Aurora, Illinois, number 12, Matthew Hellwig. Number 22, a 6'1" freshman from Danvers, Illinois, John Blumeyer. A 6'4" senior from Naperville, Illinois, number 24, Blaze Meredith. And number 50, a 6'1 sophomore from Darien, Illinois, James Rosica. The Cardinals are coached by Todd Raridan. Here are the starters for your Wheaton College Thunder. Number 4, a 6'1 senior from Bartlett, Illinois, Colin Uvegas. Number 13, a 5'11 senior from Highlands, Colorado, Tyson Cruikshank. Number 20, a 6'1 senior from Orlando, Florida, Namie Adoma. Number 22, a 6'4 junior from Portage, Wisconsin, Eli Considine. And number 2, a 6'6 senior from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Cade Alliot. Wheaton is coached by Mike Schauer, assisted by John Panner and Zach Quam. The officials for tonight's game, John Kraswicka, Jason Shook, and Troy Boardman.
Welcome back to King Arena here on WTSN. If you're just joining us, Don Crowder with Dalton Van Esselstyn here, courtside, bringing you live coverage of this conference matchup. Wheaton College taking on North Central here. It's a clash of history. These two teams have rivalries across multiple sports, and they have a lot of respect for each other. As you can see, the players fist bumping there on the court. Dalton, you and I just sharing a couple looks at this North Central starting lineup. 6'4", tallest player out there. Meanwhile, Wheaton, not the tallest lineup, but still with Cade Alliot, the true center, at 6'6". It's going to be a matchup to look forward to. The height difference for these two teams as we're going to get started with the tip. Meredith taking on Cade. And Meredith leaping into the sky, able to pull it down, and here we go. Our defense being played quickly as Blumeyer is forced to give it up. Here's Meredith. Blumeyer again guarded by Tyson. And you can already feel the energy down low. Here's Ethan Hellwig spinning in on a dome using his body. 6'4", 200 pounds, that's a good bucket.
Really strong take, immediately establishing somewhat of a presence in the post at a 6'4" frame and backing down a dome and finishing up strong on the right side.
Tyson on the wing, driving baseline, looks for someone. A dome wide open on the arc. Got it. Namie Dome gets things started with 3 points.
And that's good action off the ball. Dome was able to cut and kind of go through the paint and pop out at the wing. And after Tyson drove in, he was able to kick it out to a wide open Dome.
Hellwig again. Gets it over to his brother, who you mentioned leads the CCIW with 27 points per game. Man, this guy has had such an incredible season as he's defended well by Colin Uvegas there. I was mentioning before the pregame, 8 points 2 years ago, 11 points last year, 27 this year. So what a great season he is having as a Dome draws the foul.
A good take. He was able to get his defender on his heels and go up strong and draw the foul. Earned himself a trip to the line.
And number 20, first miss at the line from a Dome. The 2021 Fred Young Most Outstanding Player of the Year in the conference. Preseason All-American, averaging just shy of 22 a game. And he goes 1 for 2, hits the second. Blumeyer calling for some motion here, guarded by Tyson. Rizika looking for someone to go to. Ethan Hellwig skips a pass to Meredith for 3. Got it. That's a tough shot, but he makes it look easy.
I'd like to see Wheaton work the ball inside and give Cade some touches down low. If he can get the right position, they feed him here. If he can go to work, try to draw a double.
And just like you said, Dalton, he goes to the post, draws the double. That's a good look for Uvegas, who is able to shoot the three-pointer. He's been doing pretty well from behind the arc, 47%, one of the best marks on the team. Hellwig to the rim once again. Vegas step by step. That's what he's known for. That's why he starts. He's the defensive specialist. And here he is on the ball. Cruikshank wastes no time. Three-pointer, got it. And that hand in his face from Blumeyer, a little bit too lazy.
Cruikshank does have a quick trigger, so he'll be looking for that all night.
Mazaika. Meredith thinks about the three once again. And he's going to take it. Plays Meredith short this time, almost rattled home. Got the unlucky bounce, and then Cade unable to hold on to things. It's easy to look at the height differences here and think Cade's going to dominate this game, but inexplicably, this North Central team is second in the conference in rebounds per game, despite having a 6'4" guard as their tallest player. And last year, I remember very clearly, they had a guy named Will Clausel, 6'4" forward, that was a very dominant presence in the paint. Cade had his hands full, and it appears he might have his hands full tonight.
They have the matchup they want in the post.
Mismatch. Cade fires to a dome. Takes advantage. And he's going to draw the foul. The and one. A dome to the rack. Looks like he's in line for a big night.
And that's the exact action you want off the ball. I mean, Cade, he had the smaller defender on him. Took one dribble into the defender. Drew almost a triple team. Threw it out to a dome. And as the defender closed out, Dome was easily able to drive by and get the N1 opportunity. And he converts there.
And he leads the team with free throws attempted and free throws made, 83 so far this season. Good for 77%. He adds one more. Blumeyer. Rozaika. Caught up in traffic. Here's Hellwig. Matt Hellwig just unable to get anything going. Colin Vegas like a bloodhound tracking him down, and he still is with him. Hellwig driving to the rim, and once again can't convert it. And we're going to get a loose ball foul as Cade was hacked on the way down, much to the admiration of the bench.
As you said it, Don, Vegas is right on Hellwig's hip the entire possession. They really have to work for it if he wants to get going tonight.
Colin Vegas, a perennial starter under Coach Schauer, I think since his junior year 2 years ago, officially. He has received significant minutes for his defensive ability. He had injuries earlier in the season, I believe an injury to his ankle or his foot, but looks to be back in full health. And a Colin Vegas at full health is quite hard to lose. A dome to Cruikshank. Swing pass over, back to a dome, pull up, baseline, it's good.
Off to a great start with 9 points already in these first 4.5 minutes. He has really come out with a good shooting stroke right now and has not missed from the field yet.
Hellwig frustrated with the movement. And the Cardinals looking a bit flustered here on offense. Bench is getting loud. Pass is given away, a dome. Streaking up the court, bounce over to Considine, who bobbles it. And then it's lost away, stolen back. And the ball falls into the hands of the substitute, Brian Johnson. He's looking for someone to go to. Passes down low to Hellwig. And we're going to see a foul on the dome.
I'm not too sure about that call, but maybe it was just a dome getting his hands in there, but he was just trying to poke the ball away. So
Chiavello and Anthony back in the game. Luke Anthony, who had 28 points last year against these same opponents, is in the game. Tyson strips the ball away. Luke Anthony using his body to the rim. It's going to be a foul before the shot.
And Anthony's saying there he should have just shot it and gone up and gone to the line or gotten an and one chance. He's probably looking to get going and answer to that 28 he put up last year against North Central.
They go quickly to Alioth, who's fighting for position down low, can't quite get it to work. And it's going to be a rebound falling to Johnson. 6'5", so an extra inch out there against Alioth. And he's on the ball now on the wing. Looking for Hellwig down low. Nice finish there from Ethan Hellwig. 12-10 here, 14-20 left to go in the first half. It's been electric so far. Not much you can complain about as a basketball fan. Cruikshank back to Chiavello for three, no good. Vegas passed up on the open three, and they're going to get a better look because of it. Nice vision there. Vegas to Cruikshank to Alioth for the bucket.
And that was just great positioning by Alioth on his half of getting the defender behind him and knowing that where he was on the court was good enough for Tyson to hit him with an easy pass and have a pretty wide open look at the rim.
Couples. Hellwig deep three. No hesitation. Rims out. And Tyson's looking to push things up quickly. High screen. Luke Anthony is going to draw the foul. He really got Hellwig up in the air. You can see how wary North Central is of Luke Anthony. He was a couple feet behind the arc, but still, you can tell Coach Raridan has done his scouting report well. He's prepared his players well here.
And when you torch a team for 28, they're going to be jumping on it on really any fake you make. So if he can keep doing that and be able to drive that by the defender, he'll be able to get some clean looks.
Big 35, Spencer Peterson into the game for Cade. Able to get it to his football teammate, Luke Anthony. Now here's a dome. Driving to the rim, floater off the glass. Peterson tips it out, and it's recovered really well by Terrence Moncrief.
And another foul is called. That is 7 fouls in the first 7 minutes of the game. So this game will be called pretty closely.
It's a clear one. Chiavello just couldn't get around the screen set by the much larger Johnson and paid the price for it. Moncrief to Meredith. Hellwig now with Luke Anthony in his face. Peterson has to guard Johnson for three, no good. O'Dome with the rebound. Moncrief trying to get a hand in there. Chiavello. Wheaton running the ball outside. Meredith down to the ground. Another steal here for the Cardinals, and here they can hit him on the counter. Peterson slow to get back. Hellwig driving inside, goes up for it, and the and one call. Cruikshank can't believe it, but that's a good bucket.
Cruikshank's left arm was just a little down, and Hellwig saw that and went up into the arm, was able to finish there. And now he is on the board with his first points of the game. We'll see if that gets him going since he's the leading scorer of this North Central team. He's a key player for them.
93% from the line. Certainly, it's going to be one of the best marks in the nation. They don't track that. They don't make those stats available for anyone browsing the internet, but you've got to imagine that has got to be one of the best. A dome down to Peterson, and he's a guy who can throw some weight around. Meredith thinks about going down, but stays up, and Hellwig can hit him on the break. Couples pulls up. Short, no good. Maybe not the best option there. Tyson in transition. Stripped almost again. Turnovers coming to light here for Wheaton. Peterson now on the wing. Looking for some runners as they go to Considine. Back to Peterson, swinging it around. 7 on the shot clock. This is where a dome works hardest. A little bit too much. And Peterson misjudges the tap. Here's Hellwig. Guarded by Considine, who defended well. Able to put a body on him.
This Wheaton defense is just doing a really good job of making Hellwig uncomfortable. He's had only contested shots, and he's able to get one to go so far, but every look he's getting is there's a hand in his face or someone right around him.
Tyson at the elbow. We're going to see the first timeout called here by Coach Raridan, so North Central will take some time to talk things over, but it's 16-13 here at King. Electric game so far, Dalton.
It's been a really good one, and Wheaton is just doing a great job of breaking out in transition off of the rebounds, or even if it's an inbound, Tyson's really getting the ball and pushing it ahead, trying to get the matchups they want. They're setting a lot of ball screens, as per usual of the Wheaton offense. They like to try to see what kind of different matchups they can get, whether it's down low or off the switch on the screen. But yeah, we've seen a lot of Peterson screens at the top of the key, then isolations for a dome or Cruikshank, whoever has the ball at the top.
Shower sends his players back early. You can see him there, breathing a little hard, but not looking too worse. Per Ware, Luke Anthony, the only non-starter out there as Cruikshank gets some rest. Alioth back in the game, Vegas back in the game, and that's going to be bad news for Hellwig.
That's for sure.
He's got the one leg sleeve on. Do you approve?
I think he can pull it off. I mean, he's putting up 27 a game. I can't say anything. Yeah.
Johnson's got the one leg sleeve too. Off ball foul. It's going to be taken out underneath as Meredith was just run over by Vegas. That's a good call from the officials, who have been, as you said, on top of things tonight. 9 fouls in the first 9 minutes. As we get a good mopping job there from David Bradley. All-conference pole vaulter for Wheaton College. Went to nationals a couple years ago. And all around a great dude. Meredith kicks it over Couples. Forces Anthony to bite. And then uses his body. That's a really nice maneuver there from Couples, who has given up a couple inches and a couple pounds to Anthony, and he steals the ball back. Clock issue here. We're no stranger to those at King.
I think they're talking about resetting the shot clock, or if they didn't reset it. Because Cade had possession of the rebound and it was stripped. So that is a fresh 30 instead of 20 on an offensive rebound.
Johnson to Meredith. Moncrief to Couples. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for North Central. It is Hellwig. Thought about it, and Meredith doesn't. Considine can't believe the foul called as Meredith almost stumbles into the press box here. He's going to go to the line for 3.
This again.
Yeah. I could see who you call that. He does the extra lunge, and it's a soft foul, but
I think the way, since we've had 10 whistles already, I think that's going to be one of the calls that the refs will be making tonight. He gets the second to go, and here is an opportunity to tie the game up halfway through this first half.
First team all-conference last year, number 24, Meredith, 70% from the line this year, and he goes 3 for 3 from the line. That'll boost your numbers, and he trots back 16-16 here at King. Nami Adome acting as the point guard here with Tyson out. Anthony pulls the trigger. No good. Front rimmed it. It was a little bit deep. Blaze Meredith to Moncrief. Couples, Johnson, who's received a lot of minutes after not starting the game, and that's a clear travel call. Really nice vision from the referees as Johnson moved his feet before he dribbled the ball.
Johnson took a 3 earlier in the game, and he was thinking about it, and Cade kind of baited him into stumbling and taking a couple steps before he put the ball on the ground.
Tyson's back in the game, so all starters out for Wheaton College. Just under 10 to go in the first half as Adome will receive the pass from Alioth. It's always weird when they stand right in front of us when we're talking about the game. Adome, crossover. Cruikshank, dribbling. After a shaky start, North Central has really been rock solid defensively. Considine's going to try a late 3, no good. And Alioth called for, I believe, the over the back. Yep.
Alioth had the right idea on the kick out to Considine. Just a little bit of an errant pass that took Eli out of his rhythm and wasn't able to get the shot up when he should have when he would have been wide open. So they can just make those kick out passes a little crisper. It should allow the Wheaton offense to get a lot of more open looks and in rhythm shots.
Moncrief guarded by Cruikshank way outside of the three-point line. You can tell both these teams don't want to give up any big three-pointers. 8 on the shot clock. Hellwig is the man with the ball. Meredith on the baseline, guarded by Considine. Fade away, blocked. That was a tough shot and really good defense.
The whistle for a shot clock violation. The loose ball just wasn't possessed yet, so they call the shot clock violation on North Central. Great defense by Considine. He knew the turnaround jumper was coming and able to get there and not foul him.
Backdoor cut, a dome, finger roll. That's good. He's got 11 points, leads all scorers tonight.
It was a great look, good cut, and finishing under the defender with the right hand.
Oh, Meredith. Pretty little two-step layup there as he rushes back on defense. Cruikshank wasting no time, coast to coast. Tyson Cruikshank answering Meredith.
And that's something he can get all night long. I mean, Moncrief is listed as 6 feet tall, but Tyson looks a little bit bigger than he is. So I think if he continues to drive on him and out-muscle him at the rim, he could get that all night.
Hellwig nearly stripped by Vegas, spins around, goes to the rim, and he finally gets past Collin. Very pretty, very hard-working shot there. The dome nearly loses the ball.
A lot of bobbled balls and loose balls tonight.
Cruikshank looking for the pick and roll. That's a nice fake. Can't quite get it to work. Alioth with the board. And then it was number 4, Cabo Williams, who commits the foul down low.
On the year, Cade's a 67% free throw shooter. See if he can convert these two here off of a good fight for the offensive rebound. Gets the first to go, breaks the tie. Wheaton's up 21-20.
Anthony and Chiavello back in. Cade's already got 6 rebounds. We've seen this before, though. Against Augustana, he started the game off with 7, and in the first half, I think he ended with 8. So he sometimes has a tendency to start off the glass very hot and falter as the game progresses, but looks like he'll have at least a strong scoring start. 2 for 2 from the line and looking good. Offensive foul.
Illegal screen, I think. You see him. Oh, that's clear. He slid his hip out there.
It's a good call. Luke Anthony, no stranger to contact, as the starting quarterback for the nationally ranked Wheaton College Thunder program, or Thunder football program. Joined late in the winter along with Spencer Peterson. 3-point specialist. Cade skip pass over. Vegas. Man, Cade is just working so hard down low, and he's going to get a foul for his troubles. Cabo Williams just would not let him go.
And on the first, kind of on the other block, Cabo Williams was doing a good job of not letting Cade back him down, but then just give him a couple shoves down on the block on the right side. And a clear call, and Wheaton is in the bonus.
Cade will earn another. Johnson back into the game. Cabo Williams will be subbed out. Picked up 2 quick fouls, and he'll head to the bench.
This could be a long end of the first half with both teams going to be in the bonus now, so any foul will stop play and send people to the line. So hopefully we don't get too many more whistles and have a better pace of the game.
Hellwig, guarded by Anthony. He's looking for space, pulls up for three, no good. And Adome with the acrobatic rebound, looking to push things up quickly. Namie Adome off his foot, uncharacteristic turnover there from Adome. Euro step, very, very pretty there from Blumeyer. Didn't quite have the power he needed, but it'll stay down on North Central's end.
Saw Meredith rise up there like he was about to have a putback dunk. It jumped a little too early, but they maintained possession with 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
You know, based on how he won that tip, I feel like he can throw down.
Hopefully we might get a chance to see it if he has a wide open lane.
Johnson with the inbound. Hellwig is just bowled over by Uvegas, who can't believe it. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not close to that, but I feel like that's not the one to complain about. It looked clear from here. And he'll take a seat on the bench, replaced by Adome.
It's Uvegas' second foul. Then the rest of the Wheaton starters all have one foul themselves, and Chiavello has one foul of his own coming off the bench. A lot of fouls this first half.
First one's good.
The lucky bounce, 93% free throw shooter. I thought we were going to see an uncharacteristic miss there.
Two for two, rattles this one in again. And we're looking at a 24-22 Wheaton lead here with 6 minutes left to go in the first half at King Arena if you're just joining us here on WTSN. Pass stolen away, Chiavello gives it to Hellwig, and no one's picking Hellwig up. Drives to the lane and forced to give it up to Johnson. Man, Johnson just does not want to shoot at all. Couples over to Johnson, thinks about it again, passes it up.
Johnson just does not look like he wants the ball.
4 on the shot clock. Couples goes around. Blumeyer's got to put it up. And shot clock violation didn't go in anyway. Really nice defensive possession.
Excellent defense from Wheaton. They were rotating, fighting for position, doing everything right, and ending with the turnover on the shot clock violation. Great defense by Wheaton there.
We were talking about Brian Johnson just not looking like he wanted the ball in that possession, and you can see why. 28% from the field this season, just 2 for 17 from behind the arc. That's good for 12%. Adome pull up 3, no good. Couples with the board. Blumeyer streaking up the court. Hellwig for 3. Rims out. Tyson, he's going to push it the other way. Finds Namie Adome. Anthony in the corner. There he is. Three-pointer, timeout called by North Central as Wheaton goes up 5 following the Luke Anthony three-pointer.
If you're Coach Raridan, that's the last thing you want to see right there, as Luke Anthony's able to get the 3 to go. Hopefully that starts him off for the night. I mean, he's 1 of 2 from deep. Hopefully he can get going, get a few in a row, get close to that 28-point mark that he had last year.
It's Coach Schauer on your screen talking to the official in his 13th season here as the head coach for Wheaton. And he's done a great job building this program up. And he retreats back to talk a little bit with his players. So 5 minutes left to go, 27-22. The game has slowed down just a little bit as a result of all the fouls these teams have picked up, and we've seen a couple of timeouts. Nonetheless, though, North Central Wheaton is always one of the biggest games of the year, no matter what the sport. These two teams are both storied programs and have an excellent rivalry.
And on both sides, for North Central and for Wheaton, we're seeing all the scoring coming from the 3 leading scorers on each side with Blaze Meredith and the Hellwig brothers, and then Tyson, Caden, and Namie Adome. They are all leading the charge with scoring basically all the points in the game except for 3 from Luke Anthony. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a fourth scorer that emerges that can kind of change the direction of the game or change momentum.
Johnson to Meredith, guarded by Considine. Good defense here from Wheaton. 10 on the shot clock. The ball is in the hands of Hellwig, though. Couples wasted no time with the 3, and that's why. Nothing but net from the corner.
With 4.5 minutes left, the lead is only 2 for Wheaton.
Chiavello backing Hellwig down in the post. Operating as the de facto big man here. Adome throws up a wild shot, and we're going to get a late blocking call from the baseline official.
He bumped him a little bit. I think the ref might have been waiting to see if that ball was going to go in or not, and then was called the whistle after the shot went off the backboard.
First one good from Adome. You may be noticing in the records for these two teams, Wheaton has played double the amount of conference games as North Central. North Central has not played a conference game since December 18th. That was a victory in Decatur against Milliken, 70-67. So they kind of missed the couple games at the beginning of January, at the end of December, where you just kind of get into that holiday spirit. You know, everyone else has gone home, and you're in school when nobody else is. 9 seconds on the shot clock. In the corner now is Johnson, and once again, doesn't even look for the basket. Hellwig, step back 3, short. And Matt Hellwig continues to struggle, just 2 for 9 from the field. Cruikshank for 3, no good. Rebound from Considine, that's a tough layup, thought he got hacked. Gets the offensive board and gets the second chance point. Couples, Moncrief blows by Cruikshank, blocked by Cade. They're gonna get him for a goaltending, or is that a foul?
They call a foul on him.
Oh,
I do not like that.
Horrible call. Oh my goodness. That is just abysmal.
I mean, what else could he do there? He went straight up, blocked the shot. He didn't even bring his arms down.
Back room from Moncrief on the first, and Cade is sent to the bench. Chiavello in for the big man. He's got 2 fouls. So that's him and Vegas both with 2. And you mentioned, Dalton, the rest of the Wheaton starters with 1 still, as Moncrief goes 1 for 2 from the line. Bit of a 5-out offense here. Anthony gets it. And to Adome. A lot of bodies flying around. Nearly picked away. Anthony to the rim, stripped. They get him for the foul. North Central can't believe it. Cabo Williams might get called for it here, and if he does, that's his 3rd.
And that is going to be his 3rd foul, and Anthony will go to the line for 2 now. North Central has gotten to 10 fouls on the half. Can't get that one to go. I think Coach Raridan is trying to figure out who to put in. Blumeyer was about to check in, but he already has 2 of his own fouls. So instead he goes for Rizika, who also has 2 fouls.
Anthony's second is good. He's 83% this season from the line, pretty robust, and misses one of the 2 there. He made 8 of 9 free throws in the victory last season. Meredith, acrobatic layup, gets his own tip, gets 2 more points. Really been impressed with the athleticism of Blaze Meredith tonight.
And the second chance of him getting up there, being the first in the air, and then able to get it up again and get the putback to go. Really impressive.
Wing, Cruikshank, no good. Chasing down as Luke Anthony commits the foul. And that's a clear one on Hellwig. And it's just going to go to the other end. We're going to get more free throws. The game dragging on as the officials have called a lot tonight.
And that makes the game stay pretty closely. If instead of having some rhythm in the game and letting some stuff go, instead of Wheaton breaking out into a big lead, it keeps the game close with all these other free throws.
Hellwig unbothered. And we're going to get a substitute into the game for the first time tonight, number 32, Barack Deal.
Moncrief applies a little pressure on Tyson as he brings the ball up. Nothing that should phase the great point guard.
Nice pass there, and one. Anthony, he's not normally located in the paint, but when he is, he makes sure to make it count.
He's not normally the one receiving great passes like that. He's usually the one dishing it out on the football field, but is on the receiving end of that one from a dome and gets a chance for a three-point play. Gets that to go, and Anthony's now at 7 points on the night.
Deal looking to go to Meredith. Hellwig, makes Luke Anthony stumble there. And then Couples is going to get held back by a dome.
Another foul here. Little hand check call on a dome, and that'll be a dome second. He's saying that Couples grabbed his arm. Nonetheless, they make the first of 2. The lead is only 4 for Wheaton with just under 2 minutes left in this first half.
And Eddie Scott is going to get his first minutes of the night with under 2. Oh, a lot of bounces around there. Finally goes in.
Touched almost every part of that rim. Finally dropped through the net.
Anthony loses his man for 3. Oh, doesn't quite get it to work. Hellwig calling for it. He's guarded by Chiavello. Spins. Gonna put it up, and it's gonna go. I can't believe Chiavello, with a hand in his face, didn't either foul him or tip that ball. 35-34 here. The North Central bench starting to get jazzed. Chiavello with the cut. Gonna back down Meredith. Post hook, no good. Hellwig with the rebound.
That's a good look for Chiavello, getting to his dominant hand and kind of almost having a point-blank miss at the rim, but a good look nonetheless, and hopefully he can work for that shot again.
Couples down low. Almost gets the rebound over the much taller Chiavello. I think we're going to get a foul. It went up together. And another foul. Both these teams in the double bonus. Oh, man.
It's 21 fouls in this half. Make that 22 with that foul from Chiavello.
Second one's no good. And with 43 seconds, Scott is going to bring the ball up. Cruikshank driving inside. Intelligent pass, Considine. Yep. In the corner, Eli Considine for three.
All the time in the world to collect himself, get the ball in the way he wanted it, and bottom of the net.
Hellwig will think to hold it for the last shot here. He's guarded by Anthony. 27.1 points per game here. Hellwig to the wing. Step back, Matt Hellwig. No good. Oh, Couples nearly got the tip offensive rebound to go in, but that's how we will enter the locker rooms here. Wheaton up top 38-35. Bit of a stagnant half due to the fouls, but overall still pretty exciting.
Yeah, Wheaton did a really good job of just kind of managing all of the whistles and trying to get into the half-court offense that they wanted, but they, in this half with a 3-point lead off of Considine 3 in the last 30 seconds, so a great end to the half for Wheaton, hopefully to come out strong in the second.
We'll take about a 15-minute break, but be sure to join us back here at King Arena on WTSM.
Hello, my name's Priscilla, and I'm an applied health science major from Portland, Oregon. Thanks for joining our tour today.
And I'm Blake. I'm a history and communication major from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Wheaton. Let's get started. Established in 1860, Wheaton College is guided by its original mission for Christ and His kingdom. A mission to educate the whole person and prepare you to make the difference God is calling you to make. Our 2,400 undergraduate students come from all 50 states and over 70 countries to make Wheaton College their home for the next 4 years.
We're located in Wheaton, Illinois. Campus is only a short walk from a downtown area filled with coffee shops, parks, and restaurants. We're also next to a train stop that will take you directly into downtown Chicago. There, our students can access the arts, culture, internships, and job opportunities that the nation's third largest city provides. Also, your Wheaton student ID gets you free access to the Art Institute of Chicago, one of the largest art museums in the United States.
Our first stop is Blanchard Hall, the oldest and most iconic building on campus. Blanchard was built in 4 separate sections, beginning in 1853 and completed in 1927. It currently houses several academic departments and administrative offices. Since our founding, Wheaton has only had 8 presidents, starting with Jonathan Blanchard, a known abolitionist and believer in quality education for all. Our current president, Dr. Philip Ryken, began his term in 2010, and the students are big fans of his. He regularly captains intramural teams, invites students over to his house for game nights, and if you ever need to find him, check the basketball courts around 6 a.m. He'll probably be playing his regularly scheduled pickup game in the Krauser Sports Complex.
Also featured in Blanchard Hall is our Missions Wall, a celebration of alumni who have gone on to serve in cross-cultural missions. Hundreds of names and decades of service around the world. Wheaton's commitment to academic excellence, the liberal arts, and education of the whole person will prepare you for whatever and wherever God is calling you, from the mission field to the boardroom.
We have over 50 majors, certificate programs, and accelerated master's programs. Our student-to-faculty ratio is about 10-1, and our average class size is about 23 students, which means you'll definitely get to know your professors. What's even better is that they will actually be intentional about getting to know you outside of the classroom, whether it be through office hours, meals in the dining hall, or even inviting students over to their homes for dinner. Few things make me happier than a home-cooked meal.
Wheaton values experiential learning for all students. We offer extensive study abroad opportunities through our Office of Global Programs and Studies. There are over 70 semester and summer programs. This next year, I'll be studying abroad through our Human Needs and Global Resources program, what we call HUNGER. HUNGER is an academic certificate program unique to Wheaton. It can be added to any major and includes on-campus coursework as well as a 6-month internship abroad, where you integrate your area of study with cross-cultural research and service.
Our next stop is Edmond Chapel. 3 times a week, students gather here for prayer and worship. Now I gotta be honest, having chapel 3 times a week seemed a little intimidating. But our chaplain's office does an incredible job at making chapel an engaging and enriching experience. We have diverse speakers from all over the world come to teach, as well as members from our own faculty, staff, and even student body. Chapel bands and student ensembles from our conservatory lead us in worship as well. Chapel is central to our mission because it refocuses our hearts and minds on God and on what Jesus is doing both in our lives and throughout the world. This large space also hosts concerts by Wheaton ensembles, guest artists, the annual talent show, and other student events run by our college union.
Armerding Center for Music and the Arts houses our Conservatory of Music. The conservatory provides professional training in music performance, music education, composition, and more with world-class faculty. Armerding was completely renovated in 2017 for our conservatory, with a recital hall, 2 recording studios, a digital keyboard lab, faculty studios, practice rooms, and more, all specifically designed with musical acoustics in mind. A new 650-seat concert hall and a large choral rehearsal room opened in August 2020, completing the 2nd stage of renovation. Dr. Michael Wilder, our Dean of the Conservatory, Arts, and Communication, frequently reminds us of the biblical importance of music and worship. Even if you're not a music major, you can participate in one of our many ensembles or take private lessons, and you can add a certificate in worship arts to any major. Coming to college to study the sciences, I didn't know if I'd be able to stay involved in music, but quickly found musical outlets in gospel choir and our co-ed a cappella group, Amplify a cappella. Even with ensembles I'm not involved in, there are plenty of opportunities to enjoy campus concerts and performances each semester.
Krauser Sports Complex is home to 21 NCAA Division III intercollegiate teams, who combined have won over 40 conference championships in the last 10 years. We also have 7 club sports teams and many student-led intramurals, including sand volleyball, inner-tube water polo, and more. 80% of the student body is involved in the activities offered through the Krauser Sports Complex. So Krauser plays a big part in student life at Wheaton. It has practice gyms, a rock climbing wall, a fully equipped weight room, and a dance studio featuring group fitness classes. Also housed in Krauser is a 25-meter pool and King Arena, used by our varsity volleyball, wrestling, and basketball teams. Our varsity men's basketball team made a Division III Final Four appearance in 2019. Across campus, you will see McCulley Stadium, home to the Wheaton Thunder football team, who advanced to the Division III quarterfinals in 2019. And next to that is Joe Bean Stadium, home to our men's and women's soccer teams. Let's go Thunder! Wheaton is a residential campus, and 90% of our students live on campus all 4 years, whether in residence halls, apartments, or houses. If you're an incoming freshman, you'll be living in one of our 2 underclassmen residence halls, Fisher Hall or Smith-Traber Hall.
With 75% of our students coming from outside of Illinois, we aren't a school where students go home on the weekends. Instead, students invest in making Wheaton their home, and residence life is a prime example of how living in community is central to our lives as Christians and central to daily life at Wheaton. Dedicated residence life staff support students mentally, physically, and spiritually. Student residence assistants on each floor plan events and community building opportunities, like the annual Oktoberfest, a contest specific to Smith-Traber Hall, where floors prepare and offer immersive, themed tours.
But if you ask me, I had way more fun at the Fisher Dodgeball Tournament.
However, I think we can all agree that Smith-Traber is clearly the superior residence hall.
That's hilarious. Even the visitors watching know that Fisher is obviously better.
Our next stop is Myers Science Center. Rising from the rocks to the stars, with geology and environmental science on the lower level, and moving up to our observatory at the top, This structure is built on a grounded passion for learning through and from God's creation. Wheaton's commitment to the integration of faith and learning continues strongly through our study of the sciences. At Wheaton, we believe that all truth is God's truth, so the study of God's created order is both an academic and a spiritual pursuit. Almost all professors have their own labs where undergrad students conduct research alongside them. We offer rigorous preparation for pre-health tracks through our dedicated health professions office. As an applied health science major on the pre-nursing track, my hands-on learning experiences here have profoundly shaped my passion for the sciences. Getting to learn in the cadaver lab only deepened the way that I understand and engage my faith in relation to our physical embodiment. Meyer is also home to Perry the Mastodon, one of the most complete mastodon skeletons in North America. Found in nearby Glen Ellen in 1963, Perry was excavated by Wheaton geology students and now has inspired our Thunder mascot, Tor.
Beamer Student Center was named after Todd M. Beamer, a 1991 Wheaton alum who lost his life on Flight 93 during the 9/11 attacks. His famous words, "Let's roll," have become a motto to us here at Wheaton. Lower level Beamer, or low beams as we like to call it, is where you'll find study spaces, Sam's Coffee Shop, the Stoop Grill where you can grab some burgers and fries, a game room, the college post office, and the chaplain's office. Beamer also houses many of our student engagement offices, such as the Student Activities, the Office of Christian Outreach, the Office of Multicultural Development, and International Student Programs. Not to mention more than 75 student-initiated clubs and student-led groups. Low Beams is a pretty busy place. Each office has its own staff committed to student growth and resources for learning outside the classroom and having fun outside the classroom. But one of my all-time favorite spots in Low Beams is Gold Star Chapel, a small prayer chapel that's perfect for quiet devotional times. It's named Gold Star for the 39 Wheaton College students who gave their lives during World War II.
Beamer Student Center also houses Anderson Commons, our main dining hall served by Bon Appetit. We've been consistently ranked among the top in the nation for our food, and Bon Appetit is committed to preparing locally sourced meals in their scratch kitchen. The dining hall is a great place to meet friends old and new, enjoy a meal with one of your professors, and delve even deeper into the campus community.
Right across from Beamer is our bookstore and the Center for Vocation and Career, or the CVC. The CVC prepares you to take your Wheaton education out into the world. With dedicated career coaches assigned to specific majors, they will provide plenty of opportunities for growth throughout your 4 years here. Offering more than just the traditional resume and interview help, the CVC helps you figure out who you are, what strengths you bring, and where God is calling you through a curriculum of self-reflection, career exploration, and a commitment to internships. They also help networking and introducing students to employers. Wheaton has an extensive and international network of alumni who love to connect with and offer opportunities to current students.
At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. Wheaton gives you an opportunity to become the person God is calling you to be and prepares you to make the difference God is calling you to make for Christ and His kingdom.
Thank you for joining our tour today. Know that the admissions office and many more on this campus are praying for you, praying that the Lord would direct your next steps and guide your college decision. We would love to connect with you further. Contact the admissions office to meet your admissions counselor, get your questions answered, and to set up your next visit. We look forward to meeting you. See you soon.
Good evening and welcome back to WTSN here. We're on the campus of Wheaton College at King Arena here for the second half of the CCIW men's basketball matchup between the North Central Cardinals and the hosts, the Wheaton College Thunder. I'm Don Crowder, joined by Dalton Van Esselston here courtside, bringing you live coverage. Just about to get ready in the second half. Wheaton controls 38-35 here at home. You can see some of the players starting to go out, including that man right there, number 20, Namie Adom. He's been having a great game so far. Of course, the preseason All-American, but 13 points in 16 and a half minutes of action. And he will look to kickstart this Wheaton offense that was looking a bit stagnant to end that first period.
That's for sure. But they were shooting 46% from the field and 83% from the free throw line. Over that first half, we had 26 free throws combined from each team. We'll see what this half looks like, whether we'll see more trips to the line or a more fluid game. But the Dome will bring the ball up here and immediately work around to Cruikshank, who goes up. And right as on cue, a whistle. And Tyson will go to the line for the first free throws of this second half.
That's a bit disappointing. If the second half is going to be a foul-dictated affair, and that is a foul, but just does serve to slow down the game for viewers and even for players. It's never fun to have a stop and start type of mentality. Second shot is up. Second shot is good from Cruikshank. Cardinals will have a chance to respond here. Blumeyer guarded well outside the three-point line by Tyson. Hellwig back into action. Only had 6.5 minutes in the game, then was withdrawn due to some foul trouble, but he is backing down to Dome, and that is a strong take from the guard.
They spent that whole possession trying to get the ball to Hellwig, and it worked out in their favor as he was able to back down the Dome and go up and finish the play.
And once again, they're going to double Cade in the post. That's going to leave Eli Considine open for three, and he's going to take advantage of that double.
He ended the first half with a bang from the corner, and he completes that kick out for a three right there from the wing.
Meredith, bounce pass over to Rizika, who started the game, his first start this season, and then didn't really come back in, and that's a very acrobatic layup over the outstretched arms of Cade.
He got the defenders in the air, but Cade was still able to contest the shot pretty well, and he kind of just went around him with the left hand.
Ball being swung around. Considine looking a bit more confident offensively. 10 on the shot clock. Adom's going to take a deep three. Oh, rattles in and out, and he's going to miss. Wheaton getting back on defense here. Rizika forced to give the ball up to Ethan Hellwig. Deep three from Hellwig also is off the mark. He looked very strong. Had 7 points early and then picked up those two fouls as the ball is dribbled off again. Blumeyer in transition.
You see
Now Meredith.
Hellwig's working inside, trying to get some position.
Blumeyer blocked by Cruikshank. Rizika deep three. That one's short. Adom rises for it. It's tipped around. Meredith is the most athletic man on the court and nearly makes it work. Adom skip pass up to Considine. He's going to take the corner three. Eli Considine once again the triple. No one can stop him. 46-39 here, King.
And that was just in rhythm, confidence with the shot. You can see him break out to his spot in the corner. Dylan feeds him. He's like, if you're just going to not contest this, I'll take that. Bottom of the net.
Really like that slow motion camera. Nice release. Had plenty of time. He's struggled a little bit from behind the arc. 20% this season, 7 for 35. Only two players from Wheaton that play significant minutes. Colin Uvegas and Eddie Scott over 40%. Vegas, of course, 47%, and then Scott is shooting a mind-boggling 57%, 10 of 18.
Wow. pretty spread out scoring for the Wheaton Thunder right now with 5 players, all between 7 and 13 points. They're doing a good job spreading around the scoring, showing that they have many people on the team who can score and put up points in a hurry, as we've seen with Considine.
That'll be Matt Hellwig to Blue Wire. Hellwig has not left the court yet. Plays almost 37 minutes a game. Second in the CCIW. Only Philip Vladovich of Carthage plays more. Skip pass over. Rezaika gets Cade jumping, but then can't finish the contact at the rim. Tyson nearly loses it. Considine again, almost thought about the 3, and then Crookshank is going to bang it home. Another 3-pointer from Wheaton. Things starting to heat up for the Thunder.
That's exactly what you want to see in rhythm, him coming around to the top of the key, and he's just lethal from there with a quick release. And then Wheaton is now up to a 10-point lead, going on a little run.
Hellwig, and strong acrobatic rebound. Crookshank's going to push things up quickly. Considine for 3, got it!
North Central needs a timeout. The Wheaton bench is getting fired up. Coach Schauer showing his approval with a small little golf clap there coming off the bench. But Considine is feeling it this half, and the Wheaton Thunder have stretched this lead out to 13.
He has suddenly emerged as the points leader. 14 points, 4 for 5 from behind the arc. And this is the Crookshank make earlier. Like you said, Dalton, that quick release, so deadly. Blumeyer, even though he kept up with him, wasn't able to put it in. And Kansai in front of the bench. Oh, swagger. Backing up, doesn't need to follow his shot. He knows it's going in. That's going to put Wheaton up 13, their biggest lead tonight.
There's not much to be said in the Wheaton huddle right now except to catch their breath and just keep the pedal down. Don't want to give up anything. Don't want to let North Central go on a little run here out of the timeout. They want to keep the momentum in their favor, obviously. And the way to do that is just to continue to push the ball, keep it going, and keep North Central on their heels, backpedaling down the court.
It's about mentality too. This is a game Wheaton should win. They're at home. They're ranked. They've got the better record. North Central was hanging in there. They had some leads. They exchanged some really great points, but if they start to slip, if they start to go down, and now down by 13, that's just going to affect their morale out there. But Wheaton on a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 27 seconds, 17-4 run in the last 4.5 minutes since the half started. So whatever Coach Schauer talked to them about, it's working. Hellwig guarded by Uvegas. Pass is tipped away. Uvegas on top of it. And then taking leadership and shouting out some matchups. Really great play from Uvegas. Meredith, 5 on the shot clock, guarded by the much shorter Crookshank. Driving inside is Blumeyer. Swatted, and that's going to be another block for Crookshank and another shot clock violation for the Cardinals.
That's the 3rd of the night. Wheaton is just playing great defense, and that's the 2nd one to come from a block at the end of the shot clock. Tyson just stayed with him, didn't allow him any space to get that shot off.
So on the CCIW statistics page, you can look at the top 30 for a variety of stats, including blocked shots, and Tyson Crookshank is holding strong at 30. Made his debut after a couple blocks against Augustana, but he's averaging .3 a game. He's got 2 tonight, despite being a 5'11" point guard. He is a great defender. Meredith. Johnson passes up on the opportunity, skips it to the corner, and that's why Ethan Hellwig with the triple. Cuts a bit into this Wheaton lead. It's still double digits at 10.
Oh, big mismatch in the post.
Cade wants it. Eli's open. 13 seconds. Cade's going to spin around. Hellwig got a hand in and got some of Cade's arm.
The bounce pass just had Cade keep the ball a little low, and Hellwig was able to reach in and try to poke the ball away, but got more arm than ball.
Well, it's also tough when you have a height advantage, because when you're trying to get some positioning. You can't hit someone with your elbow. You can't try and spin, so he has to keep those elbows tucked in, has to keep himself a little bit strict. 9 on the shot clock. Cruikshank into the corner. It's going to go off and out of bounds. A turnover, uncharacteristically, of Tyson Cruikshank, his first of the night. And Tyson is the second best assist to turnover ratio guy in the CCIW. 2.4 assists per turnover. Overall, he's averaging almost 4.5 dimes per game to go along with 5.7 rebounds. That's actually 9th in the conference, and 17 points, 4th in the conference.
That's a great rebound by Cade. Really just snatched that out of the air. And
oh, Eli almost had it. We held our breath there. We didn't want to say anything. Hellwig, long 2, no good. Cade's going to get hammered from behind by Brian Johnson.
That's an easy call. Running in here and
just goes over his head.
I like the pace of this half already. 6 minutes in, only 3 whistles have been blown for fouls. We're seeing a little pressure from Moncrief again on Tyson, who won't be fazed by that at all as he brings it up.
To Eli! Alley-oop!
And we get the ball, Don.
You can assist the referees there. Let's see this replay again. Tyson, that's a drawn-up play. Yay with the screen. Oh, man. How often do you see an alley-oop in a D3 game?
Send that into ESPN. Let's get that on the top 10 for Sunday morning.
Hellwig absorbs the contact, doesn't get it to go, but draws the foul. And Ethan Hellwig, 6'4" guard, he's just been a presence down low and able to get the foul there.
Eli Considine is just coming alive this game with 16 points. He missed the game on Wednesday, and he's letting his presence be known tonight.
Very efficient, too. 6 for 8 from the field. No free throws. Hellwig is the man to receive. Off the glass. Fouled. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Anthony.
And the Anthony got from behind. That makes his 3rd foul, I believe. So we'll see you Vegas coming for him here.
Vegas himself has 2. Wheaton got to be careful. And they're sending Hellwig back to the line, a player who, as we mentioned earlier, shoots 93%. He's 6 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight, number 12. And he will almost certainly be an All-American, depending on how North Central finishes the conference season. He may find himself with the Fred Young Most Outstanding Player Award. Considine is caught up on the wing. Peterson, who has checked back into the game, makes his presence known with a high screen. Namie Adome, been quiet in the second half. That's got to be goaltending, surely. No call from the referees. Adome in the corner, and that's long. Don't know how that wasn't a goaltending call.
The backcourt is still shaking.
Moncrief is going to go the other way. That's disappointing if you're Coach Schauer. Surprised he's not more angry about that.
They are really sagging off. I mean, Johnson is probably a few feet away from Considine.
And here we go. Wheaton, having relied on the three-pointer to get this lead, they're now trying to extend it with the three-pointer. That's not going to work. And Hellwig on the other end is going to cut it to a 5-point game. Cardinal bench starting some defense chance here. Adome for 3. That's going to be an air ball.
That's just not the shot you want there. Just force the 3.
It's Hellwig, Meredith. North Central on a 7-0 run in the last minute. Hellwig Driving in. Back outside, Johnson for three. No good, air ball, and that's why he doesn't look. He's calling for the tip. Not sure what happened there. Very possible the tip could have gone in because it was pretty short. But if it is a tip, Wheaton escapes with possession here and a 5-point lead. 11:50 to go. A dome. Alley off now. In the corner is Vegas, and that's going to be a travel. Yep, good call. Good call by the officials.
The 5-point lead and 11.5 remaining. We'll see if Wheaton needs to get a stop here to shift momentum back in their direction after losing a double-digit lead.
Hellwig looking for his brother on that pass. Meredith to the rim. I thought he took a couple steps there. He's going to get the and one. Let's see this on the replay. 1, 2. Oh, no, he got it. It's a good take, acrobatic.
There's a chance to cut this to a 2-point lead for Wheaton.
They were up by as many as 13, but then they haven't scored in the last 2.5 minutes. 1 for 7 on their last 7 attempts from the field. Although it's short, it remains a 3-point game.
Meredith, who is a 70% free throw shooter on the year, has missed that one to keep it a 3-point game.
Vegas scoops it down low. Cade stripped by Hellwig, but then Chiavello comes back, and then Meredith heads up play is able to rescue it. Moncrief pushing things up quickly against Cade. Couples. And a foul on Cruikshank, who cannot believe it. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Nothing much you can complain about there.
So now Chiavello and Luke Anthony both have 3 fouls for the Wheaton Thunder. Tyson, Cade, Namier, and Vegas all have 2 of their own. So it'll be interesting to see what will go on as Hellwig makes that shot to cut to a 1-point game.
It has been an absolutely resilient performance from the Cardinals tonight, as they haven't let the 3-point slide of Wheaton discourage them. They've clawed back here. Wheaton does have possession, but they haven't looked good offensively in a little bit. Have not scored in 3 minutes.
They've forced up a couple threes instead of looking for someone inside or a cutter. I think if they work for an easy 2 here, it can kind of ease the pain right now.
And it's anything but easy, but it was a 2. A dome misses after the great defense from Blaze Meredith. Couples driving in hard. And they get it to the man, Hellwig. Ten on the shot clock. Moncrief looking for someone to go to. Meredith for 3. No good. It's a long rebound. It's going to fall right to Moncrief. And now Couples forces Alioth back. Oh, what a finish there. Couples, and we're going to see a timeout here as North Central takes the lead at King Arena, 55-54, under 10 minutes to go here.
This is a needed timeout by Wheaton. North Central made some good adjustments on the defensive side, and Wheaton's kind of been settling for shots that aren't the greatest looks on the last few offensive possessions that they have had, and a couple of bounces going North Central's way on that offensive rebound. And a great finish by Couples on the left side of the rim. Absorbed the contact by the bigger and taller Cade. Was able to flip it up and get the bounce off the glass to go in and give North Central a lead.
These teams taking a bit longer in their timeout huddles than they were in the first half here. A lot more to talk about. Wheaton will certainly be talking about how to start scoring points again. Have not scored in 3.5 minutes. North Central will be looking to just keep things going. 16-2 run right now. Gave up a couple three-pointers really quickly in the second half. Didn't let it discourage them. Very impressed with the mentality there of Coach Raridan's team.
And Hellwig, who got off to a tough start, Matthew Hellwig, that is, he is now 5 for 14 from the field with 18 points. Most of his points coming from the free throw line, as he has had 7 looks and 7 makes.
Cruikshank for 3. Got it. That's big there.
That's a great play out of the timeout to get one of their better shooters on the move on the baseline, then coming up off of a off-ball screen and a clean look from the top of the key.
Shooting at a 50% clip. Here's Moncrief. Considine was missing there, but fortunately for him, Cardinals can't convert. Cruikshank pushing things up the floor. Thinks about the 3. Considine. Doubled. A dome in the corner. Entry pass to Cade. Dishes things over, and Vegas is going to get hacked on the way down. It's going to be a foul. Let's see this again. You could see Moncrief was ready for the double if he needed to come, and then just as quickly was able to pivot and contain Vegas on the cut.
Vegas saw that his defender was the one that was going for the double, so when you see that, you want to cut to the rim and get yourself a look for a pass.
Eight seconds on the shot clock. Tyson. Eli thinks about the 3, bowls over Meredith, and just about the latest charge call you will ever see in your life. Look at that.
I think Constantine was making eye contact with the ref to see if he was actually going to call it, and then a second later he blew the whistle for the charge.
Alioth is guarding Moncrief, the shortest player on the court. That's his matchup, and it frees up Hellwig to hit the elbow J. He's at 20.
The Dome, who started out really hot, is cooled down a little bit.
Cade, there it is. That's what he's got to be working on.
Then you start feeding it inside and letting Cade go to work, either drawing the double so he can kick it out or just go under the rim and go up strong. Either he's going to be fouled or he's going to have an easy layup.
He's stalking around the outside of the three-point line. Moncrief has 3 points in the game. And Hellwig, very easy look to the rim. He has come alive in this second half. 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals. He has not come off the court yet.
He's been able to shake Vegas a couple times. He had him bite on that pump fake and then was able to cut back door off a pass.
And you can see Couples is just waiting for when he's going to double. Ball is able to be swung around to a Dome for 3. Got it. That's all you got to do. Watch the eyes of Couples. He's looking over, waiting for Cade to make that commitment into the post. And when he does, he doubles him, but Cade with the vision puts Wheaton up 62-59.
And that's great too. Vegas made the extra pass to the wide open, a Dome in the corner. That's always going to be made, a wide open shot. For a preseason All-American, he's not going to miss any of those.
Wheaton playing with their starters out on the court. With 7 minutes to go, will be interesting to see how Coach Schauer staggers this. It'll be Anthony Alioth as the first back to the court. A Dome, Cruikshank, and Eli Considine as well.
And Alioth right now has 8 points and 10 rebounds, so he just needs one more basket to get us, I believe it's his 12th. It would be his 12th double-double of the season.
Yep, he's got 11, which is tied for the national record right now.
Wow.
Having a great season. 16 points per game, 11.9 rebounds per game. Doing great there in the center position, especially when you consider he didn't really play a whole lot in his first 2 seasons. Nearly picked away, but Hellwig is able to rescue it. 10 on the shot clock. Moncrief is going to travel. Considine got there quickly for force the turnover.
That's good for Wheaton coming out of this timeout to create a turnover, give himself another look on the offensive side to extend this lead from 3.
A dome, pull-up jumper, good. Silky smooth there, puts him at 18. After he started out red hot, he's fallen off a little bit, but still can score at will. Hellwig tries to scoop under, and Anthony commits the foul.
See right here. Yeah, that's a clear foul. Luke brought his left arm down on top of Hellwig's arms, and it's an easy call for the ref.
And Hellwig's in the bonus now. Have to imagine he'll make both of these free throws. First one's up and good. That earns him another shot. Vegas back into the game for Anthony, who has 4 fouls. The 7 points he scored, a far cry from the 28 he dropped last year. It's up, and it's good. 3-point lead here for the hosts. Here is Cruikshank. To the rim, Tyson Cruikshank finds the hole and goes in hard.
That's an easy take. He's one of the fastest players with the ball in his hand, and shown there as he was able to blow by the defender with an easy finish at the rim.
Hellwig, aggressive, but is stopped by a dome, and now Wheaton can gain some momentum here with Tyson bringing the ball up. A dome, high screen from Alioth. Nami Dome, tried to kick it out. Some controversy out here. It's gonna stay Wheaton ball, which the Cardinal players cannot believe. And I have to say, I didn't see too much there, but must have taken a deflection on the pass. And Alioth is going to get it quickly. It's got to be a quick play. 9 on the shot clock. A dome for 3. No good. Long rebound falls to Hellwig. 1 rebound away from a double-double for him.
I don't know about that call at all.
What just happened?
That's not a good whistle right there.
Oh, man.
The ball popped off of his chest. He was unable to catch it, and then they blow the whistle to bail him out.
And the Dome's still looking for some explanation from the referees. It's going to be his 3rd. Ball's up, and it's good. Of course, North Central still in the bonus. Both these teams have been heavily featured at the line. North Central 16 for 19. Wheaton College, meanwhile, is 12 for 14. They've shot pretty well overall. Second one no good from Hellwig, and Wheaton will push the ball up here. 5:11 left to go. Up top, 66-62 here at home. And a huge conference matchup. A lot of implications here for seeding, even this early on in the season. A dome to the rim. No good. Looking for the call, and does get it. Alioth was ready for the putback if it didn't work out for him.
Calling it on the rebound.
In the corner, Tyson. That one's short and bobbled around before it falls to Hellwig. It's a drawn-up play. We've seen that many times this season, but it didn't work out there.
North Central doesn't really look like they know what they're doing on the offensive side. And that's an easy call. See this again.
Yeah, moving screen there. Hellwig. You know, you say doesn't look like what they're doing, but sometimes all they're doing is just getting it to Hellwig, and he is finding a way. 24 points tonight. Would have scored there if the referees hadn't blown the whistle. As such, the lead is still 4.
Wheaton needs to use this to their advantage. They haven't been able to take advantage of too many turnovers that North Central has had. Hopefully they can get a basket here to extend their lead and make that turnover costly for North Central.
Cruikshank to you, Vegas. Alioth fighting for position, but he's going to come outside. Yep, there it is, the assist down low, pick and roll. They've been waiting all night for that connection. Lead up to 6.
And Cade now has a double-double of 10 points and 12 rebounds on that good find by Cruikshank.
Couples. 7 on the shot clock, guarded by Cruikshank, gets another block. Not sure if that one will go down as a block or a steal. It's a turnover for Couples regardless. A dome, gets him to jump, spins around, and the layup is short. Ball tipped away.
He just throws it away. I think Rosica was thinking he would kick it out to the corner, but Couples thought he was going to cut. Miscommunication and another turnover for North Central.
This is crunch time, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This is typically where Wheaton does pretty well. They're not a team to give up a big lead late on in the game. They were up 6. Cruikshank spinning around in the paint. Tyson Cruikshank, 19 points on the night, puts his team up 8 here. 3 minutes to go. Blumeyer checks back in after having those 3 fouls. Matt Hellwig for 3, blocked. Oh, for a foul. Considine can't believe it.
What? Let's take a look at this.
Must have been the leg. I don't know.
I thought he just kind of sold it pretty well. It looked like Considine got basically all the ball.
And what you do here is you send the best free throw shooter in the state of Illinois back to the line. He's 10 for 10, perfect 10 for 10 from the line, just improving his free throw numbers by the second. And, you know, I just have to repeat it. This is a guy who last season averaged 11.9 points per game. He's averaging 27 this year, so a lot of kudos to the obvious hard work that Hellwig put in the offseason to get stronger, work on his shot. It has really paid off as he goes 3 for 3 from the line. Leads all scorers right now.
And he started out the game really tough from the field, but he was working hard as he probably did this offseason for his shot with Vegas and Anthony draped all over him. And he's able to get to 26 points on the night after a tough look in a dome. Will draw the foul and go to the line.
Looks like this half is ending a pretty similar way to the first half. Just foul on either end, chippy, physical.
And this is where games are won too, when you're tired in the last 3 minutes and you're sent to the line. Misses the first.
And they're going to count it, despite Meredith messing up there. I believe that is a rule. If you mess up but they score, you keep going with it. It would only have been retaken if a dome had missed the second. I know that's a rule in soccer for penalty kicks. Hellwig down low, wild shot goes up, and Considine was bursting up. Just don't think Cruikshank could have gotten it to him. Vegas, should have taken that 3. 47% from behind the arc. But here's a better look. Cade down low against Hellwig. Dishes it away. Vegas this time.
Great cut.
Down low. And Wheaton College, we'll see a timeout here. They're up 8.
Take another look at this. Hopefully we'll see a replay of the great cut by Vegas, slipping by the defenders. And a good dish by Alioth, who felt the double come and was able to feed the cutting Vegas and have an easy layup to make this lead 8 points. You're going to see it here. Swinging it around. And Hellwig goes for the double. Vegas just slides by all the other defenders. It's about as easy as it gets. Wheaton's done a really good job of that tonight. Looking for the open man when the doubles have come in the paint, but also making that extra pass to find the open look. Vegas has done that a couple times when he did it, passed it to a dome in the corner for the 3 to regain the lead earlier this half. And he's on the receiving end of an extra pass right there.
And Cade Alioth's evolution as a passer has been one of the biggest boons to this team so far. He's got 3 assists tonight, but he often is the second assist man. He passes to the person that passes to the person who scores, if you know what I mean. He's very effective passing in the post. We're going to see a very quick foul right away. Vegas is going to pick up the foul. It's his 3rd. And once again, number 12 is going to see some shots at the line. This is perfect for North Central. You get almost a guaranteed 2 points and you stop the clock.
And you're right, Don. You said it, that this is the most ideal situation for the Cardinals, is to send their, as you claim, that he's the best free throw shooter in the state of Illinois. He is 12 for 12 tonight, 93% on the year. They get 2 free baskets, no time off the clock.
Just like that, 2 points. 14 for 14 from the line for Matt Hellwig. That is absurd.
And we see a press here. Blaze is on the dome, and that's a easy hand check foul. The dome will go to the line for 2. There's just not too much need for that foul at the half-court line.
But again, if a dome gets up there and makes 1 of 2 free throws, or even even misses out on the bonus, you know, that's a play that stops the clock and prevents any points from being scored. This time, though, he does make it. It's back to a 7-point game, so 3 possessions. Minute 49. And 2 for 2. 6 for 8. Hellwig allows the ball to roll a little bit, and they're going to do the same exact play they started off with. Hellwig's going to get it and just blew right by Vegas.
That puts him at 31 points on the night. Great performance by him on a tough shooting night. He's still being able to find his and keep the Cardinals in contention.
Cruikshank breaks the press by himself. Now Wheaton will be able to kill 15 minutes, and you almost wish that a dome could just, he's going to step back, shave some time off the clock, and then you have one of the best one-on-one players in the nation driving inside with the hook. No good. Meredith with the acrobatic rebound, but a dome rescues it. A huge steal.
You see Meredith there was upset. He thought he got fouled, and he's still talking to the ref when there's a play going on. He was letting that affect him too much and still chirping a little bit, but...
Oh, what a pass! Vegas is going to get hacked. Meredith is going to help him up, showing some really great sportsmanship, but that was a beautiful pass from Cade Alioth.
Vegas sees an open lane again. What a dish. Looking like Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets.
Only when he wants. Up and good, rattled home, got the lucky bounce. Both of these teams have shot very well from the line, 83%, 84% for Wheaton and North Central respectively. Second one's no good. Lead is still at 7. Vegas on Hellwig, step back 3 is long. And the rebound goes to Considine. And Vegas will get the wide open layup. A little bit of frustration there from North Central. That was an easy transition play, which we have not seen all game. Hellwig driving in on a dome. And Adome's going to be picking up the foul there. Thought he got the clean block.
And Hellwig, who has played the entire game, looks pretty exhausted out there, as I would be too.
Which makes it all the more impressive that he's hit all his free throws.
And his brother will go to the line now, who is a 70% free throw shooter on the year. We'll see someone sporting some Wheaton hockey merch come out onto the court. Give a plug for the Wheaton hockey team. We got some games coming up next weekend.
So Ethan Hellwig, in stark contrast to his brother, he's 2 for 3 from the line. He's taken 11 less free throws and makes the second. 15 points of the night on the night.
We'll start to see the Cardinals start fouling as soon as they inbound the ball, probably. Down 7 with 30 seconds left. We'll try to get a steal first, and if not, foul.
They go to a dome and should foul. Not sure why they're not. Vegas has it, and he is going to get clobbered right before he crossed the halfway line.
He almost got kicked in the face. Didn't jump in.
Oh, man. I think he might have gotten kneed in the face.
Vegas is an 83% free throw shooter, so someone you want to see go to the line at the end of the game.
Just like that, the lead is up to 8. 24 seconds left. And Vegas goes 2 for 2 from the line. Hellwig will let it roll, but Vegas is none the wiser as he lets it roll almost out to half court. Hellwig takes it again and goes to the rim. How does he do it?
What a finish.
Oh, man. 33 tonight from the senior. And the Dome picks up the foul almost immediately, and he will go to the line.
The Dome will go to the line at 7 of 9 for the night with 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. This is the first. Buries the second. So Wheaton will now go up 8 with 16 seconds left. Cardinals will probably look for a 3, I'm assuming, to cut this lead down to 5 and then foul and just hope for misses. But
yeah,
these last 16 seconds will probably take another minute or so before the final horn.
Well, you got to factor in the timeouts that they're going to call.
Right.
Because they're going to call some more timeouts. I'm sure they have plenty to burn.
I think I saw over at the other end that North Central has 3 more timeouts and Wheaton has 1 more. So we'll see if that is the case. If Coach Reardon wants to keep calling timeouts, which he most likely will if they hit a 3 here or a layup or something of those sorts. But a good performance, especially from Eli Considine, who missed the game on Wednesday. Came out 6 of 8, 4 of 6 from deep, 16 points overall. Just a great performance and great hustle, and a highlight play of the lob on the baseline and throwing it down hard. That's something that will be all over social media.
Oh, yeah.
In the Wheaton Thunder account.
Hellwig unable to roll it this time. Goes to his brother. Quick 3-point attempt, and it's good. And timeout called immediately. Oh, man. It's just going to extend the game.
I guess they're going to try to draw up some sort of press, and they'll probably hope to get a dome the ball. So he's missed a couple front ends of his trips to the line, but he is clutch when it comes down to the end of the day.
Helwig, Blumeyer, Meredith, all with 4. Cabo Williams as well with 4, though he's not on the court.
I think he's checking in. If I saw him at the scorer's table.
He is.
Interesting. I guess he'll be on the ball trying to.
Must be a defensive specialist.
Yeah. When Vegas will be able to run the baseline here, so that will allow him to at least try to get some look and get in easily.
And it's passed around. The dome's going to be fouled with 4 seconds to go, and these free throws will be just a formality at this point.
With the 5-point lead, able to get it up to 3 possessions at the end of this if he makes both. Wheaton Thunder team will get over half court and not risk any fouls.
Meredith will foul out with that 5th foul. It doesn't matter too much, but still happened. And the dome cashes the first one.
That gets him up to 23 on the night.
And he hits the second. They'll go into Helwig and just run this one out. Matt Helwig will have a chance. He'll get up to 36, and he does with the bank 3. Wheaton takes the victory at home. Big conference matchup against North Central.
And Wheaton really did have a great performance tonight. They broke out on transition, able to get a lot of 3s to go. And a dome, in typical fashion, 24 points. Cruikshank 19, and Alioth with 10 and 12. So great performance from 3 of Wheaton's starters, but Eli Considine was 16 points. 6 of 8 from the field, 4 of 6 from deep, and as we mentioned before, the highlight finish on a transition alley-oop. We'd love to see that. But overall, a great performance by the Wheaton Thunder. We're going to send it now down to Don on the court with Coach Schauer.
I'm down on the court here with Coach Schauer of Wheaton. Coach, great win tonight. What are your thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, a couple things. One, I was thinking this right at the very end. I've been fortunate to coach for a long time, and the 2 best in-game X's and O's guys I've ever coached against are Mark Edwards and Todd Raritan. So I always know my team's down by 4, 6, 7 points every time we go into a game because they're just so much better at it than I am. So anytime we get a win against North Central, and Coach Raritan is a pretty difficult to do. He's just such a phenomenal coach. Proud of my team. Listen, we needed to fight and show. We didn't show a ton of fight against Augustana, and they really took advantage of that. So pleased we got a win tonight. But here's the struggle. The truth is, the gauntlet down to my guys is this is back-to-back 79-point nights at home. And that's simply got to stop if we're going to be great. A little misleading tonight because of how much there were so many free throws. The game was so choppy. So we were a little better defensively than that point total. But we've got to find a way to keep teams under 79 in our own building, or life just gets tough to continue to win games.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win. Well, there you have it. Wheaton improves on this season, 13-3. We'll look to pick up some momentum on the road against Milliken, and then they'll come back here next Saturday. They'll take on Elmhurst and then play again at Carroll the next week. Until then, thank you so much for watching us here on WTSN. For Dalton Van Esselston and everybody else here, I'm Don Crowder. Have a great night.